Hey, what's up everybody? Today is an exciting day because today is upgrade day. I ordered one of the new Evans snare tune-up kits from Sweetwater, and this kit has everything that you need to take your snare drum from sounding pretty good to just absolutely awesome, because it's a new batter head, a new resonant head, new pure sound snare wires, and a whole bunch of other goodies that's going to help you make your snare sound awesome. Alright, so here's what the Masters Maple Complete kit sounds like with the stock heads that have been played by a couple of guys, and my igniter snare with a drum head that's been played for quite a while as well. So, here we go. Today we're going to tune up one of my igniter snares. This is my Casey Coop3r Drummer igniter snare from Pearl. It is a 14x5. It's got an all maple interior. Lots of cool stuff about this snare drum. It's actually a really affordable snare drum too, which is cool. And so this drum has had the same Remo Ambassador on it for like 2 years, maybe even longer than that. It's been played a bunch, and today I'm just going to show you the difference when you tune up your snare drum from an older beat up head, maybe not the best resonant head, maybe not the best snare wires, and when you just clean up your snare drum altogether and tune it up to a whole new level. So you're about to hear what it sounds like before, and then I'm going to play it after we tune it up and show you just how awesome the Evans snare tune-up kit can make your drum set sound. So you can get them at the link in the description. From Sweetwater, amazing customer service and an amazing snare drum sound. Let's go. Alright, so I'm also using this Firefly dynamic tuning device, which is a silent ratcheting drum key. I'm going to try it out on this snare drum tune-up and see what I think about it and see if it speeds up my process. So, let's go. Whoa. That's awesome. So it's got a tightening side, which would be logo down, and then it's got a loosening side, which is logo up. And I would say it's quite silent. Nifty. I like that. Okay, well, we're about to try this out today. Next up, let's open up this snare tune-up kit and talk about what comes in it. Ba-da-da. Whoa. This is sick. So it tells you how to do it, just in case you are not super familiar with changing drum heads. Especially the bottom snare head can be pretty tricky when you're changing snare wires, changing the drum head. So it's cool that they explain all of this to you. Wow, this is really cool. So we have, looks like 20 strand 14-inch custom pro snare wires. These are really great snare wires from Pure Sound and Evans. That's exciting. Tells you how to use those on the back. Then we have the incredible UV1. So I typically use UV2s for like toms and stuff, but the UV1 is an amazing snare head because it gives you a lot of tonal control. It gives you a lot of just overall tone from your drum, and it is a durable head, and this coating is actually like ultraviolet like printed onto it. It's crazy. It's like it's space age technology, which is why Evans is always using that kind of stuff in their like advertisement, you know, as like a robot, and like, you know, the year is like 2045 or something, because these drum heads are really advanced, way better than anything that I've used in the coated head market for sure. These are my favorite kind of heads altogether. Like, this is one of the reasons that I switched to Evans, was their UV products and their amazing reward system. Like right here, you got a little rewards code. You put that in, you can earn free drum heads. And we've got a snare side 300, which is awesome. Typical, that's what I put on all my snare drums. You've got maintenance accessories. Let's see what we got in here. Ooh, that's nice. It's actually a really nice cleaning cloth. It's microfiber, very durable. It's a beautiful red color. If you can't tell that I like red, I like that. And metal polish. Use it during the cleaning phase. That's cool. I assume that's going to be at the end. And here we go. This is amazing. These are EQ pods. So I don't know if you can see it over here. I already have some on this drum. These are my new favorite thing on the planet when it comes to dampening. They're like, you know, you've seen moon gels, you've seen other types of things like that. I've used some other companies' products on my drums for quite a while, and this is like space age technology again, because these things are not getting dirty like the other ones. They're easier to pull off and put on another drum. They also stick better at the same time. I've found them to be very, very spectacular, and so now we have some for our snare drum, which is really cool. And we've got lug lubricant. Ah, nice. So very important to lubricate your lugs and your tension rods so that you don't have any issues further down the road. Temporary storage. Okay, that's cool. So you put your tension rods there. It comes with, if I can open it up here. Comes with a ratchety spinning drum key. So that's cool. It's interesting. I mean, we're checking out the Revolution one here, but if you don't already have this, or if you aren't getting it, you do have another key that comes in the box, which this is, I would say, probably a faster alternative to a standard drum key as well. So that's really cool. It's nice of Evans to include that. We're gonna go ahead and put this down here, and we're gonna get started. I like the ratcheting. I think the ratcheting would be really helpful for tuning as well, because you can just twist just a little bit at a time and like ratchet it instead of spinning your whole hand around. And you got the little wings for turning it quickly like that. Alright, we are free. Now we're going to take these, put all these in our temporary storage location, set this aside. This is definitely dirty. Somebody's hair, not mine. Getting messy back here. This is why I tune up. It's awesome. Alright, so next up, we're going to clean this drum. It's been used a lot. It's definitely dirty. Gonna clean it up here, use this cloth. Make this beautiful igniter snare shine again. And use this metal polish. Clean those hoops up. Alright, so now we're going to start reassembly here. So I like to line up the logo with the logo. So we're going to put this beautiful Evans UV1 right on there. Then we're going to get our batter side hoop. Make sure you don't put the snare side hoop on the batter. Like on this kit here, it says like super hoop on it. I like to line up the super hoop with the front here. This is a more affordable grade snare drum, so it just has standard hoops on it. Doesn't say anything, nothing to worry about there. And then you want it to be a flat surface if possible. We're gonna make this as flat as we can for reinstallation. Then you want to line up this with the lugs. Try to make sure there's an even gap all around the outside. Then we are going to get our lubricant. We're gonna dip the end, then we're gonna go through. Then we are going to go ahead and tighten opposite sides down and try to make sure that that crack all the way around stays the same. Now, I do have a full video on how to change drum heads on Sweetwater's channel. I'll link that in the description, and it'll give you some more tips and some more in-depth information about exactly how to do that. And now I'm going to speed up this process so you guys don't have to watch 5 minutes of me installing tension rods. Then then you got to make sure you line up your snare wires with the proper side. The holes in the hoop for the snare wires. Now we're going to do the same thing. We'll tune that up some more in a bit. Now, we'll put on these beautiful new Custom Pro 20 strand Evans Pure Sound wires. Come on out. Woo. Oh yeah, that's gonna be sweet. Alright, so now we are all tuned up. Alright, so the cool thing here is it also comes with these amazing EQ pods. So these help with overtones, extra ringing. They are dampeners. So if you want your drum to be a little less tonal, a little less ringy, you can take one of these, throw it on there. Or take a little bit of one. That's the thing I love about these EQ pods is just a little bit goes a long way. And so you're really able to get a case of the EQ pods or even like the two that comes in this tune-up kit and then use those for multiple drums. We're going to tune this up a little bit. And now, your snare drum has been tuned up with the Evans Snare Tune-Up Kit. You can get them at Sweetwater, link is in the description. Comes with everything you need to make your drum sound the best that it can, and of course you can tune it in many different ways. I like to tune it pretty tight on this setup here, and I just love it. I love the UV1, I love the Evans Snare Side 300, the EQ pods are awesome. I mean, all the extras that come with it, like the cleaning cloth and all that stuff is really cool. And I am a big fan of the Snare Tune-Up Kit. You can also check out this Revolution Firefly dynamic tuning device. Link for that is also in the description. That's what I was using. It's got the ratchet and everything today. Made changing heads a good bit simpler, I would say. It was nice to have that ratcheting motion, and certainly nice that it's quiet so it's not annoying to listen to over and over again. So, a little more playing, a little more igniter snare. Let's go.